On July 14, 2025, several significant government actions and legislative activities were reported in Ohio. Here is a detailed report. 1. Ohio Bill to Curb Frivolous Records Requests. House Bill 314 was introduced by House Minority Leader Representative Danny Isaacson, D. Cincinnati, and Representative Sharon Ray, Utah, Wadsworth. The bill aims to allow courts to limit or deny what are deemed frivolous public records requests. Courts would evaluate requests based on their volume and whether they are harassing or obstructive. Public offices would be allowed to hire private contractors to handle voluminous requests. This bill targets a small number of individuals who submit numerous requests, allegedly to burden public servants. Journalists, attorneys, and state agencies are excluded from the measures in HB 314. The bill awaits its first committee hearing, which is expected to take place after the summer recess. 2. Legislative update and veto overrides. The Ohio House is scheduled to return to session on July 21, 2025. To override 3 of Governor Mike DeWine's vetoes on budget line items. This move is part of ongoing efforts to address property tax issues, with bipartisan agreement on the need for relief. Governor DeWine proposed forming a working group to develop meaningful property tax reforms, which is set to report by September 30, 2025. 3. Budget provisions. The Ohio budget for fiscal years 2026 and 2027, House Bill 96, allocates $90.5 billion in general revenue funds. Key provisions include K-12 school funding and property tax measures, which largely followed the Senate version in the Conference Committee report. Additionally, a measure passed in the budget shields certain documents and communications of lawmakers from public records requests until the end of their 2-year session. 4. Grant initiatives. The Governor's Office of Faith-Based and Community Initiatives announced the opening of grant applications for FY 26-27 from July 14 to 18, 2025. This initiative aims to support community projects and faith-based organizations. 5. Public events and flag status. As of the report date, there were no specific public events highlighted for July 14, 2025, other than the upcoming veto override session. However, the flag status for Morrow County and related state buildings was previously lowered to half-staff in honor of Morrow County Deputy Sheriff Daniel Scherer, though this event occurred earlier in June 2025. In summary, July 14, 2025, marked significant legislative and administrative activities in Ohio, including efforts to manage public records requests, address property taxes, and initiate community grants, alongside ongoing budget and veto override processes.